Hi, I'm Shantae Jennings, founder of Virtual Partners Plus, and I'm here to talk about using Google Workspace for your business. Google Workspace is one of the ecosystems available, such as okay, that was interesting. So, Google Workspace, along with Microsoft Office, are like ecosystems that you can run your business from. I like Microsoft as well as I like Google. They both have different things to offer, and it would just depend on how you want to run your business, your level of comfort with those types of tools to determine which is best for your business. I'm not a one versus the other. Matter of fact, I have accounts for both of them because they serve different purposes in my business. But today we're going to talk about Google Workspace and how business owners can use those tools to run their business and minimize all the other external tools that you'll need in the business. I work with a lot of non-techie business owners, and they're setting up their business, they're running their businesses, and they often ask me, is there any way I can minimize these tools I have to use? And the answer to that is yes and no. Depends on what's going on in the business. And I would say definitely for service-based businesses, there are a lot of options. For the people I'm working with, a lot of them can actually run most of their business out of Google Workspace. And I'm going to show you some examples of that today. I'm not going to go over the whole Google Workspace system because that's another training video. I'm just going to talk about the different pieces and which tools they can replace. Because if you're currently running your business with a lot of tools, you could probably eliminate some of those tools. Now, keep in mind, it's not going to be a perfect experience, but for the person that's really focused on reducing some of these tools, reducing the complication of managing all those different pieces of their business. And they want one area where they can have the majority of their tools and things all integrate together. Google Workspace is a good choice. So, for one thing, if you have a business account and you're running your email through their Gmail, that's a good example. Gmail is already set up, it's established. It's in the browser. It doesn't require any special downloading. Most business owners that have it already are quite happy with it. When you think about project management tools, which I always encourage my clients to get a project management tool to manage what's going on in the business, the projects, when they're working with clients, you'll probably still need a project management tool. But when it comes to your own tasks, you could easily use Google Tasks. It's a simple, very basic version, but you could identify all those tasks that you have for yourself and they can be scheduled inside of your calendar, which I think is amazing. And I'm going to show you an example of that right now. Using Google Tasks, let's see. Let's see, Google Tasks. Okay, that's not it. Okay, so Google Tasks, on this sidebar over here on the right, as you can see, all the other Google applications are here. Google Calendar, Google Keep, Google Tasks, Google Contacts. So I'm just going to go down the line and talk about some of these. As I said before, Google Tasks. I like Google Tasks because one, it's integrated. It's a part of Google Workspace. And two, you can be in your email and make a task that ends up on your calendar. You can do that. Click here, go up here, add to tasks. As you can see, it's made a task over here. You can give details, you can put a date and a time, and it will add it to your calendar. You can put repeat if you need it to be a repeating task every day, every week. Look at that. Now it's a task and it's also in your calendar. So guess what? You can go ahead and archive this email over here. And that way, that's one less email that you have. That's how you can get to inbox zero if you care about that, which I really don't. I just, yeah, this is a email I just started specifically for training. But see the difference. We just talked about your tasks. Now, you may not want all your tasks or your projects in there. Like I said, that's basic, really basic. But for you as a business owner and you just want all your things in one space, that's perfect. Another thing is the calendar. Most people are using Google Calendar, or if they're on Apple products or whatever, you can use that calendar. Not only can you use that calendar, you can go ahead and get rid of those extra Acuity, Calendly, and all the other tools if you really don't need anything fancy. I personally will be sticking with my Calendly because I have a lot of different fancy moving pieces. But for those people that just want to have a basic thing to book appointments, you can do that inside of your paid account in Google Workspace. And that's a newer feature because the one they had before was kind of clunky looking. And so, of course, I did not use it. And I just started experimenting with the new one, and I do like it. Only it's just not to the point where I'm going to switch over because I've got a lot of different types of appointments and other things going on with mine. So anyway, if you're interested in just having everything in one place, pretty simple, clean, you can use the booking form. And I'm going to do that on another training because it's something by itself where we're going into scheduling and setting up your business for getting appointments with clients and MailChimp. Well, your email, we'll work on that. But that's more of a systems, and that's on System Saturday. So let's talk about what's next. You note taking. Now, I started out with Evernote. I loved it. It was great. But I graduated and moved on to some other tools. And then I got with the Microsoft 365 for the government side of my business. And now I like OneDrive. I like it okay. I like Google Keep. I also like Evernote, but I don't like any of them more than I like the other. I'm trying to like Notion. No, it's not a fit for my business. It's not a fit for me because the thing about tools that I always encourage clients to remember is no matter what the tool is, if you're not comfortable using it, it's useless to you. If you don't use the tool, it's useless to you. So the best tool is, of course, the tool you use. So I've got lots of tools and I've tried lots of tools, but I come back to Google Keep for my note taking. And sometimes, occasionally, I use OneNote, but I'm not really using any of the other ones. And I've tried lots of different ones, and they just seem to fit right now for what I need. Oh, I didn't mention that I'm a pen and paper person too. So that's probably a lot of that. I do lots on pen and paper still. So you've got the calendar, you've got the Google Keep, you've got the Google Tasks. Those are all things that you can do inside of the Google ecosystem to run your business. The only external tools you'll need are some add-ons for like Wave for your invoicing and billing to get paid. Google Drive will take care of your deliverables for your clients. That's it. Your email marketing. Can't forget about that. But these tools, the majority of this can be run out of Google Workspace. You don't really need to use a bunch of externals because those other tools that you can use, you can get free versions. The goal is to minimize the tools and minimize the cost because in the end, as we try to scale this business, those bills will add up. Those subscriptions will add up. So we want to set the platform at the beginning as much as we can with how many tools we're going to be using consistently and what integrates with what. Google Workspace ecosystem, Google Workspace. That was a mouthful. That as a system by itself. So, any questions? Comment, subscribe if you're interested. You will be sharing some more systems and operations tips for running a business that you want to scale. Thank you.